Right now, I'm finger on the dial. I'm phoning Hayley Williams in Nashville. Here we go.
Hey.
Hey, Hayley.
Oh, how are you? It's so good to meet you.
Listen, thank you very much for doing this. We've been trying to get you on the program for a while, ever since you released Petals For Armor.
Oh, thanks.
Which is such a wonderful record. And I've been a huge fan of yours since Paramore started. And I've never met you, and it's been on my bucket list to meet you. But now we're doing the next best thing, is to talking on Wi-Fi and FaceTime. Tell me about this album. Why did you decide to do a solo record?
It really kind of happened. It felt like an accident. I know that sounds silly, but Paramore, we've been touring and doing all of this since we were 15 years old, and I'm 31 now. And I kind of the three of us decided to take some time off, and I came home and I'd gone through a divorce. I'd gone through some big life overhauls while we were making After Laughter. And so coming home, being off for the first time since I was a teenager, it was just I got hit by a truck. I had to deal with real life again, and I think the only way to do that, I think for creative people, is a lot of times to put it in front of you, write it down in black and white. So writing kind of, it saved me once again. And I just felt like it was the right thing to make it its own entity.
Well, there's a lot of your soul on this record, and a lot of your life on this record, and what you've been going through. And you've been 16 years. You started in Paramore when you were 15, right?
Yeah.
Wow. My God. Yeah, you're a veteran. How can it feel to be a veteran at 31? My God, it's ridiculous. And I'm sure you would love to have gone and toured with this album, because it's got so many great songs to play live. And of course, with COVID-19, all of us now are stuck at home behind our laptops, and it is what it is. But it's an album full of songs that will sound so great live. And I hope you go out and do some live shows to promote this when the time is right.
Oh my God. Me too. I love the band that I had assembled. I was so pumped about it. One of the guys from Paramore, our bass player, plays with me, but we had put together such a cool crew, and I miss playing with them already.
Did you record the album in Nashville?
Yeah, we made pretty much all of it here, and then we went out to LA, where our engineer lives, out in Eagle Rock, California, and we kind of finished just did little last minute
little
stuff.
Icing on the cake. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been playing some tracks off your album ever since it came out. What do you hope this album says to people out there? Your personal journey. There's a lot of it on the record. What do you say to people who are listening to this album? This is you, right? This is you at 31 years of age?
Yeah. Man, it's a big question, because life keeps moving. Even as you write, you're putting down something that you're going through, or maybe that you have hindsight for, but you're still moving, right? So a lot of the things that I was writing about, they've already sort of evolved and twisted. Some of them twisted in on themselves. Some of them sort of twisted open. I guess really, at 31, I am only just now learning how to romance myself. And I think it's really underrated, and now we're all stuck at home, a lot of us, and you are with your thoughts and you're with your being. So learning how to slow down and think about what makes me feel and what makes me hear music, or what makes me feel like I'm in a scene in a movie, romanticism, I think, is a big part of it for me. And it's difficult to balance the bleakness of reality with romance, and I'm trying to learn that every day.
Sounds like the making and the run up to this album was a bit of an epiphany for you.
Yeah, for sure it was. Yeah, but it happened slowly in little parts. It was many epiphanies that sort of just dominoed.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad. You seem to be in a really good space. And, it takes a while for you to figure things out in life. It took me till I was 43 till I started to figure out that I needed to change and needed to take a new direction and think about what I've been going through. But the fact that you're doing this at 31 years of age will stand you in really good stead. And, the writing on this album is so beautiful, and it's very raw, and it's very touching, and it's one of my favorite albums of the year. So I really want to thank you for doing it. I've been a big fan, as I say, big fan of yours since the last Paramore album was one of the greatest records that year. I mean, it was just brilliant. And that you're carrying on and doing some solo records now, and putting yourself out there on the line is great news for everyone who loves good music. And so I want to thank you for doing this interview, and I hope I meet you one day and give you the biggest hug when all this nonsense is over. We're going to play Simmer right now, which is probably one of my favorite tracks on the album. Thank you for joining us at such an ungodly hour. I love you.
Oh, God, thank you so much. Happy Pride. I love you and your music.
Thank you.